Hello. Hello, everyone. This is Philip Carr-Gomm. Lovely to see you. I will welcome everybody. We're all arriving from different corners of the world, from every direction, north, south, east, and west, to gather here in this circle. So let's just take a moment. Here we are, May, in the Northern Hemisphere. That means we're moving from Beltane towards the summer solstice. There's been this wonderful feeling of summer coming. It's dropped back a bit today, but summer's on its way. The blossom is everywhere. The flowers are everywhere. It's smelling wonderful. And then in the southern hemisphere, you're moving from Samhain to the winter solstice. So you're moving towards the winter, whole different feeling. There are three in traditional Chinese medicine and Confucianism and so Taoism. There's people talk about the three Dantiens, the three quadrants. You find this in the Druid tradition as well, the three quadrants depicted on the body. And in the chakra system, you have a sort of correlation as well. And although there are more chakras, there's a sense there's some chakras here, and then you have around the heart area, and then around the belly. Just which quadrant is alive for you tonight? If you just tune in, are you centered in your heart, do you think? Does your mind or attention naturally go down to your belly? Or does it naturally go to your head? Just tune in for a moment. I think it's time we went into a meditation. Maybe let's see if we can do a different way of meditating. What really interests me is resistance. It's always interesting when something is a little difficult. There's a little bit of resistance, and it's easier not to do it. It's easier not to pick up the phone. It's easier not to confront the person. It's easier not to make the effort to get exercise. It's easier not to make the healthy choice and so on. So it's very interesting, like what is pushing against this. So for instance, for meditation, I think because I feel this, I'll just own this myself. I'm a sociable being. I like chatting. I like being with people. I like conversing. So I have to make this little bit of effort to go inside. Some days it's easier. Some days it's harder. But just to make the effort to drop in. So let's not hurry that. Let's just notice for yourself, as I suggest the fact that we're going to do a meditation, just see how you feel. Does part of you go, yes, let's go for it? So if you're of the persuasion, or if you're feeling right now as a resistance to it, let's play with that. And then just drop, allow ourselves to close our eyes or to make that change in attention and awareness, and to say, yes, let's have a little bit of meditation. And sometimes even the word meditation we don't really need. Let's just have a different experience. Let's have an internal experience that opens out in an interesting way. And the easiest way to do this is to simply perform the magic of closing our eyes, because when we close our eyes, millions of bits of information stop traveling into the cortex. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can what's do as known as softening the gaze, which is not staring intently, but just relaxing your eye muscles and just gazing down a little bit, perhaps, but not really focusing too hard. So you soften the gaze or you close your eyes. And then let's take a deep breath in, hold for a moment, and then a deep breath out. Becoming aware now of our surroundings, sensing where we are. And an interesting question to ask ourselves: am I seeing in my mind's eye the room I'm sitting in? Some people can do that clearly. They have a kind of a sense, internal visual sense. They can see their, or do I just know. There's this knowing that I'm sitting in my room opposite my screen, and I sense it, I can feel it. If that's your response, yeah, no, I can't really see anything, but I know I'm in my room. I can sense my room. Just let's take a little time notice. What is that sense? How do you know? How do you know? In a felt sense, of course, you know intellectually that you're sitting in front of your screen right now in your room. But how do you sense it? Okay, so whatever it is, whether you're just getting very subtle impressions or whatever, just allow yourself now to imagine that your room is opening out, just like a cardboard box, where the walls of the box just fall away and dissolve, and the top of the box falls away as well, just dissolves, and you're hearing a clearing in the forest with a whole bunch of people, and we're all becoming aware of the fact that we're sitting together in this place. It's clearing in the woods, and there's a kind of sense of surprise, a look of joy and surprise and recognition and of amusement in the fact that we're all finding ourselves sitting here in this place. There's a little fire burning in the center of our circle. There's plenty of room for us. These big, tall trees around us, and we can smell the forest. We can feel the forest. And it's all a bit overwhelming, really, all this sense of all these people sitting in this circle. So let's now imagine that we're closing our inner eyes and we're just going in second down. We've already done this once. Now we're going in again, dropping down again, dropping into the experience to feel the earth beneath us. And this is interesting because we can expand our awareness out into the earth. See if you can be aware of all the earth. You might wonder how you can do this. How come I'm doing this? Because I don't have any boundaries. There's all this earth, and I can sense the moisture and the wetness and all these creatures in the earth. All the mycelial connections and the roots and the creatures, the rocks and minerals. And my awareness can spread out around under this earth, through this earth, and can include the roots of the trees. And I'm aware of all these roots of these trees, all linked up together and all alive. And I'm tuning in now to the tons of water that are traveling up these roots, the vast quantities of water, gallons of water that are traveling up from the soil, up the trunks. And my awareness is moving up to the horizontal above the earth now, and I can sense all the trees around me, standing like sentinels around me, around us as our group. A tremendous sense of safety, of protection, and of presence, tremendous presence around us of these trees, these beings that are able to be still and standing here. And there are their branches and leaves. And there is the sky above. And you breathe in deeply now. And as you breathe in the sky, see if you can have that expansive feeling of just being the sky, wide and vast and blue and with white clouds, and breathing in the sky, and it's traveling down all that energy into your body, all this sky energy vitalizing your body. meeting the energy of the earth within the center of your being. And now you're back to feeling at the center, the belly, the center of yourself. And just resting in yourself, in your body, blessed by the earth and the sky and the trees. You become aware of all the woodland plants that grow. You just open to this Eisteddfod section of this meditation, where I just say to you the Ovate Healing Prayer. Enchanter's plant, vervain, herb of grace, holy wort, chief herb, sacred to Venus and the Arwen. May it bring inspiration, love, reconciliation, and blessings into my life. Guardian trees around us of elder, of birch, of hawthorn. I hold your berries, elder and hawthorn, tears of your sap, birch, and I ask for your blessings to drive away impurities and to strengthen my heart. Simple plantain here on the ground beside me, here with your leaves. Waybread of the 9 herbs charm, bring me the calm, the assertiveness, the resilience that I need. Yarrow, staunch grass of the diviner's charm, bring me the stability of faith, the salve of faithfulness, the strength of virility, the healing of my wounds. Valerian, all heal and encourager of sleep, with your sweet scent bring me calm, bring me deep peace. Fairy flowers of primrose, prima rosa, first flower of hillside and garden, bring me love, bring me peace, bring me the blessings of Ceridwen's cauldron. Artemisia, mugwort, motherwort, sacred to Venus, help me to see beyond the world of effects to the world of causes and meaning, of beauty and power. May fatigue be banished, protection be always about me. Mistletoe, drawn from oak and apple, seed of rebirth and of new life. All heal of the ancients. May my own life be refreshed at its roots, reborn with every dawn. May all be healed. May all be blessed. And imagine now that your hands are on the earth and you send your blessings to the earth. May the earth be blessed. Allow your hands to drift out and to take the hand of the person to either side of you, so that all of us seated here can be seated holding hands in the circle. May our lives be blessed. May all lives be blessed. May the earth be blessed, the land be blessed. Gently squeeze the hand to either side of you and bring your hands now to your heart. And you might like to do that with your physical hands too, moving your hands to your heart. And as you hold your hands to your heart, ask that you might be blessed, that all life might be blessed. And as you do this, you become more and more aware of your physical body. And as you do this, your awareness of being in the sacred grove, in the circle, in the forest, gradually starts to fade as you become aware of being in your room with the screen in front of you. And you check now to sense, how do I know I'm in my room? What do I sense that tells me I'm in my room in front of my screen? Taking a big deep breath, hold for a moment, and then breathe out fully and deeply. And now, being fully present in your body, here and now, you gently stretch your fingers and toes. And when you feel ready, you open your eyes. So, thank you for being in that meditation. I'd be interested to know how I did a slightly unusual entry into that, spending more time than usual exploring our resistances. I rather like the image of us all kind of coming to and discovering ourselves in the clearing. I don't know if it worked for you, but I hope it did. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of This Magical Life. Stay connected and join us again soon for more magical insights.